I'm going to do a tag video. I liked the questions, so even though I wasn't tagged, I'm going to do them anyway. Question 1. This was from Valerie Reese's video. Check her out. I'll try to link her. I'm not sure if I know how. I'll figure it out. I am tagging Gail Crabtree. And let's see, who else? Laurel Stewart. Fariana Vlogs. And Over 50 and Fantabulous. What is one item you have now that you wish you had when you were younger? My cell phone, complete with internet. When I was younger especially, spent a lot of time by myself, and this would have helped me. I mean, I still spend a lot of time by myself, but I enjoy having my phone. It's permanently attached, I think, so my phone, my internet, both. Number 2, your favorite or least favorite subject in school. I think that should be and, not or. Your least favorite and favorite subjects in school. My least favorite was math. I made no bones about that. I never did like math. I liked English. And I liked drama. Speech and drama. Number 3, your least favorite food as a kid, and is it still your least favorite? I'm with Valerie Reese and her husband on this. Liver. And I still hate liver. Yuck. That is impalatable. Number 4, your most embarrassing childhood memories. Oh boy. There's a lot of them. But I think a lot of them had to do with my disability, like having an accident in class and then getting, your clothes are now wet, you're getting laughed at. That kind of stuff was my least favorite and most embarrassing times. I really didn't have any funny, embarrassing times. Usually when I got embarrassed, it was because of physical disability or teasing. Number 5, who was your celebrity crush? Now this is a little weird, because it wasn't the character or the actor, it was the character. I loved the movie Labyrinth, and I always loved the Goblin King, played by David Bowie. But it wasn't David Bowie that I liked. I liked the Goblin King. I liked the character himself. I was fascinated by fantasy and science fiction. So I liked a lot of the characters, and a lot of times couldn't stand the actors. But I always did like David Bowie. He just wasn't my crush. Number 6, did you have a childhood nickname? I fought this one. My mom had tried to call me TJ because my middle name is Joe, Tanya Joe. I guess, I don't remember it, but I got furious at her and would never answer to it. The only person who ever gave me a nickname in my childhood that I answered to were my grandparents. And they named me Pet. But when I got into high school, I had a couple of different nicknames. One was Dino Poodle, because my best friend Danny said I was like, I had really curly hair. I know I don't now, but when I was little, I had Orphan Annie curly hair, and it was the red color. And they all said that I was as stubborn as a poodle with a dinosaur bone. And it kind of stuck as Dino Poodle during my senior year. Another one that stuck was Petunia. Because another friend of mine, she always liked to call me Petunia for some reason, and she had done that for years, so Petunia was my other nickname. Number 7, which school clique would you join? The jocks, the nerds, the cheerleaders. Oh yeah, I'd like to see me as a cheerleader. I couldn't walk a straight line, although I always wanted to be one. The mean girls or the loners? I would say I would have been the loner, but I think my friends would have said differently. My friends would have said the nerd. Did you have childhood pets? Yes. I grew up around pets my whole life. And when we moved and couldn't have pets for a few short years, my grandparents had a dog that eventually, when we moved out to the country, came to live with me, and she was always my dog. I was always the grandkid that paid the most attention to her. Her name was Lady, and she's always been my first dog. But yes, I've had pets ever since I can remember. Let me see. Number 9. When you were little, what did you want to be when you grow up? Now, this one's kind of funny because I do have cerebral palsy and I do have trouble walking. Cerebral palsy is a muscle disorder. But I wanted to dance or sing or both. I wanted to sing and dance. I wanted to be a world-famous singer and dancer. I loved the ballet. I always wanted to dance. I loved any kind of dance. I still do. I love music, and I love the combination of singing and dancing. So that's what I always wanted to be. Number 10. A movie's being made of your life when you were in your 20s. What would the theme song be? Eye of the Tiger. Throughout my life, but in my 20s too, I was fighting to pick myself up. At least that's how I felt. From being in high school and being the one that was on the bottom of the heap and teasing and joking, and the kids would always make it known that they didn't think I would be the one to make anything of myself. My self-esteem was really low, and I always felt throughout my 20s that I was struggling to prove them wrong. That I was struggling to be more than I was in high school. So, Eye of the Tiger. Plus, I just love that song. Like I said, I love music. I haven't met too much music I don't like. So, there's the tag video. I hope you all have a good night. See ya.